Okay,
All right, let's just continue. Fast and the Furious 3. As I was saying, Mr. Extraordinary is getting his Han on because, as you can see, Han was always eating. That guy does not like just straight up eating all the time.
All
Yo,
right. Okay. Just some trivia on that. So the character of Han actually originates from a film called Better Luck Tomorrow, which is also directed by Justin Lin. But then in that movie, he used to smoke a lot, right? So because this Fast and Furious franchise is more geared towards a younger audience, they switched the cigarettes to him eating a lot or snacking a lot.
Mm.
That's what happened. Same director used the same character, but continued his character
oh
in the
yeah,
Fast
so
and
we
Furious
can show all
franchise.
this stunts and murder, but smoking is.
Hey, what murder? Nobody dies.
Yeah. Or he started
The
queuing
henchmen
because
do.
he's
The henchmen get bodied.
All right. Let me just give you guys some trivia before we continue.
It's still echoing. I don't know.
This mute, Joe. This mute.
muting.
All right. So as I said before, produced by Neil H. Moritz, directed by Justin Lin, which I think Justin Lin's involvement in the franchise actually helped the franchise from a financial perspective. But we'll talk about that later. This movie had a budget of 85 million. So you could say 10 more million from the previous one because the previous one was 75. And then it made 159 million at the box office. It stars Lucas Black as Sean Boswell. It has Bow Wow as Twinkie. It has the first introduction of Han in this franchise as Sung Kang. He's portrayed by Sung Kang rather. And then it has Sonny Chiba as Kamata. Rob and I have spoken about Sonny Chiba in Kill Bill. This is the guy who trained Bill in the Kill Bill film series. He was Hattori Hanzo in that. And I think it has an uncredited cameo of Vin Diesel as Dom Toretto, which got people crazy, like raving at the end. And then it also has the actual Drift King, because this was about the whole Drift King thing, right? But it does have the actual Drift King in the film. I think he said something like, "This is not real drifting" or something. His name is
Who was looking at this as real drifting?
his name is Keiichi
Fisherman.
Tsuchiya. He was a fisherman in the movie. Like he just has a
The
small
fisherman,
cameo.
he just looked like
Nice. I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't watch this, so I'll just listen to what you guys have to say about it.
Didn't watch this one.
Uh, oh yeah, apparently, yeah.
I didn't watch it properly. Like I didn't watch it from beginning to end. So.
You get an eye open. Fair enough.
It's the first. Sorry,
Oh,
just
go ahead. Go ahead.
It's the first movie where I can genuinely say I did not watch it from beginning to end. It bored the heck out of me.
Really?
Yeah, it bought. I'm retelling you my first experiences because I didn't watch it at the cinemas. I didn't bother. I was like,
I
not gonna
did.
waste my money. I was not gonna waste my money.
Were you in high school, Tibelo? Because I was in high school when it came out.
Yeah, remember if I had to choice between, remember we had limited budget now, and I couldn't always run away from. I never ran away from class. Yeah, hi ma. But on the way to school, we used to pass by Sterland, and you could watch a movie for $5
On a Tuesday, yes.
on a Tuesday. So depending if you had free time or not, you could go watch a movie. But it's one of those movies where it's not really worth a taxi fare. For me, it wasn't. Because if I could choose between that or saving my money to watch Lord of the Rings, guess which one I was choosing.
Lord of the Rings.
So I got to watch it when it was back then. Who remembers Video Dan? Yeah, we are that old. In Dial movie. Yeah,
It's the video and all of that.
So if I had a chance to go watch it from Dial movie and stuff, I'll choose that. So we got it, we got the popcorns and stuff like that, and I couldn't watch the whole movie because one, I think the most cringiest line I've ever heard in my life was, "If you're not out of control, you're not in control." It's like, what the hell?
What?
Yeah,
doesn't Lucas Black's dad say that or something?
yeah, something like that. You're not in control if you're not out of control, or something like that. It's like, what the hell?
But it has one of the illest lines in the whole. Oh, dog! It has one of the illest lines ever. If not for what is it? Oh God. Okay. If not for want of a nail, the horseman. Does anyone remember the line? It's one of the best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That it has one of those quotes, and I love that quote so
Oh,
much.
God, when I was busy telling about it, telling off his child that if I would have lost the battle were it not for one messenger. Oh my God.
Yes. No. Come on. Got to be a
If
list.
not for the want of fail, the horse would not deliver the post. If not for want of a horse, the letter would not be delivered. If not for one of the letter delivered, the war would be lost.
Exactly.
I think I'm watching it, but that's
That one
Yeah.
and the nail that sticks out gets hammered. Those two lines are fire.
Yo, you guys remember this movie more than I do.
Yeah, that's like, why am I remembering that quote? Because I was like, I was disassociating before I knew what disassociating was.
To me, when I watched this movie, I was just enamored with the Fast and the Furious franchise. I was just like, oh, I'm still a fanboy, kind of. Like, I like the drifting. The drifting is cool.
Oh yeah, I think now I know why I hated the movie, and I have to blame Need for Speed, Most Wanted, and all these other variants. Because if there's one thing I sucked at was drifting in that damn game. If I have to go straight, I need to go straight. Why should I slide to turn?
Yeah, no,
Let me turn here.
Handbrake bullshit is what I call
What the hell? I don't care about that.
What are you guys on about? Seriously, I am literally right now playing Need for Speed, and drifting is the best way to get around. It's just the best.
Exactly. It's the best way to get around. I never got the hang of it, and I didn't like it. That's why I still suck. I broke the game meta. Did I tell you? Have I told you about this before? I think I told you these other guys. Did I tell you about this?
the game.
Yeah, because there was a time I was racing in Need for Speed Most Wanted in my RX-7, which I souped up today to hack, and I was busy racing there, and I remember I had a fever. I was also feverishly sick. I crashed to the one side of the wall. Instead of driving on the wall, flipped upside down, skidded to the other wall, drove on that wall, then skidded back to normal. Everyone paused the game and looked at me like, how the hell did you do that?
I think also we can say that for me, what kept me glued to the screen was Natalie Kelly, who was the love interest. Like, she was pretty in Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, but she doesn't do anything.
Kutso was just thirsty.
Hey, look,
man.
Shout out to that Asian dude who always talks at an angle. I don't know how that guy sees straight. 90-degree ass neck. He never looked at anybody straight.
That guy was actually made for manga. That's what it is. He was made for manga.
The whole time
to be exact.
And then I also want to bring up the next question. The main character, do you think was any eye candy enough for me to be interested in that movie?
No.
Lucas Black was.
But
Did he give Brian O'Connor vibes though? That's my question. Was he?
No. He was just a hillbilly, dog. That's what he felt like to me.
What did they say? Oh, well, stick with the Asian chicks. Like, I stay with that. Stick with the Asian chicks.
Funny enough, I was actually shocked when for the first time they used a guy to start the race. I was like, there's something for Tabelo, because that guy is like clearly meant to be like the most, like, he's supposed to be a good-looking person, and then to start the races, and then that guy was there, and I was like, okay, and hey man, people love that guy to start the drift race. You remember?
You don't pay attention to that. I'm busy trying to pay attention to the alpha male pumping the accelerator so that I can want to smell the testosterone. And why does I have a gray about the person in the front line?
But you don't like that shit.
Hey, I'll tell you now. I mean, you know, the later movies, they throw it in your face. With that woman, whoever's at the starting line, it's like, I might as well see her colon at this point because, good God.
You know what it reminds me of? It actually reminds me of which one was it? I think it was number 4, where you got that Asian chick driving next to Tej, and she also had it on the screen like ready, seto. And It's the same.
Is it 4, not 2?
No, it's
No,
not
no, no.
four.
It's where
It's
Brian
only-
has his silver and blue liner. Yeah, it is
Oh
4.
yeah, wait.
Yeah.
I also wanted to highlight something that also helped boost these particular movies a lot. What is that show with Exhibit?
Pimp My Ride.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My Ride really helped out this franchise if you
yeah,
pay attention, because a lot of the
The fire, graffiti, whatever.
the graffitis or whatever, the having a PlayStation in your
culture.
car,
Oh,
bigger
yeah.
sound systems, that all added to that culture that made people think that we are all one. You know what I mean?
With
Yeah,
Bow
fair
Wow's
enough.
car.
Oh yeah, the Hulkmobile. That was beautiful. Okay, that was kind of with the brush top. It was kind of weird, but it gave off that that it's like, you know what? I wouldn't say no to something like that. It's a big no for me, but I wouldn't say no to seeing it.
It was Pimp My Ride at its finest.
Ah, yes. Sticking
Yeah,
with
no,
the
Pimp My Ride, when you look at it logistically, like, it was a nice thing as a kid, but when I look at it now as an adult, I'm just like, this is impractical. When am I gonna play this thing while I'm driving in traffic?
I'd be like,
It's LA. It's Los Angeles traffic, but you will stop. Sometimes you feel like you can just stop the car and play.
But how
PlayStation.
was Han as a character though in this one? Was it good? Was
He's
he?
the best character.
He
He's
was-
the best character.
he's the best character since Vin Diesel. I think Vin Diesel and Han have a lot in common in that
Alright.
they're like, I don't want to say Sasuke, that's not the right expression, but they're mysterious but powerful. They're like the Jujutsu Kaisen guy, at least season 1.
Gojo.
Yeah, they're powerful but mysterious, and they're specific in their own. They've got a way.
Yeah, I would say you're right. He's like Gojo, definitely.
Yeah, they've got a way to them, and that attracts you to them. Does that make sense?
I think you're right. I think it was also taken
Yeah.
away in the later movies. Like,
Yes.
let's strip away the character rebuilt. Let's strip away all the unnecessary quote unquote bullshit we give you. Nah.
There wasn't enough mystery. Nothing's mysterious about Vin Diesel anymore.
Oh, we're gonna get into
Nope.
some mysteries later, Chief. There's some big mysteries that are coming up. But moving on, right? With this one, a 6. I like the drifting. The characters aren't that great. Like, Bow Wow was alright. Lucas Black, when I replayed the movie in my mind, his dialogue was terrible and the actor's delivery was terrible. So, like, yeah, I give this one like a 5.
Okay. Alright. Magnus?
If you're gonna start this off again, I would look at this one as it was a solid 5 as well. I would say it was one of those. It kind of reminds me of playing with my Hot Wheels set kind of games. Like, I'm in the Hot Wheels, and it fits perfect. It fits okay. It's a 5 for me.
Alrighty.
Okay. We also let's not forget, one of the most cringiest scenes for me in this entire movie was the part where the mysterious character you refer to was basically drifting around a girl so that he can get her numbers. I was like, what the F?
But that's how you do
I
it.
wonder if you know.
Oh yeah, that's the only good thing about this movie.
Tokyo.
No. That's not the best word. For me, it was the at the starting of the week.
Yeah, if 6 days.
Yes, 6 days. That was the best word for me. I'm sorry.
The only thing I remember from this movie is Tokyo.
Okay, come on. You can't say
Yeah,
that.
no, honestly, it's it's not my least favorite, but it's my least favorite of the ones I liked, I think. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
If we rank it up. If we rank up to the rest.
the other ones are gonna work. We might end up going to negative integers. I'm gonna try and bring things to positivity, but
You're not to be positive for you guys. But anyway, carry on.
so yeah, I'll give it a 5 also, like a solid 5. They made the biggest they lost the most money from this one because they overinvested and received the least amount of
And
money.
also, we didn't know any of these people. I don't know anybody.
Who are you? Who is that?
Yeah, I think this is when the franchise was nearly at its end. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what a blessing that would have been, he said bitterly as he looked away into the horizon.
Honestly, I think
And
there's something about
Universal
this.
just said, Tevelo, you know how much money that these things are making right now? So no.
If there's anything, if anything, I think the death of the ending is what we can blame on these movies. The Terminator ending, perfect. I'm okay. Well, except for Genesis and all of that crap, but the originals.
God.
Yeah, what are you saying about Emilia Clarke?
With the,
Yo,
what?
yo.
I'm
She
kidding.
was
I'm
not.
kidding.
Dracarys.
She was not bringing
The
up
best actor, the best Jericho
the
fan.
Dracarys chief was not Dracarysing in
Yeah.
that movie.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I can't rate it because I didn't watch it properly. So.
Fair enough.
You don't even remember it from back in the good old days.
No, I've never watched it properly from beginning to end. I've only seen like bits and pieces at the end.
Okay.
Right, well then I guess it's just me. And I can't believe how different I am to all of you guys. I actually think this is one of the best movies. I think the music is perfect. I think what this is a photograph of atmosphere. It's almost like a documentary in my opinion. Because in a way it's a photograph of world building. It's world building that the other shows didn't do. And I feel like that's what it shows you a picture of what Japan is like. It spreads you across all of Japan. It's like it's almost like an adventure in a way, because you go from one side of Japan, you go to the other side of Japan. You go through the different things. You get the school life, and it's something me and Kutsu
Yeah,
always
the school life of a 26-year-old man in a high school.
You're South African. You have to get over that. All of our movies involve 45-year-olds.
You know?
All of our high school movies are just 45-year-olds doing their best to be 11. Oh, look, it's Rugrats starring Julius Malema. It's what happens.
Perhaps there's something we could say to that, because Justin Lin is Taiwanese, he's Asian, so maybe he wanted to show a bit more Asians in a big Hollywood film, probably.
Well, I would say it's not that. It's per se, yes, actually. Because remember, when you first one, right, it's supposed to be a photograph of street culture, right? But I would say this was him really showing you what a photograph of street culture is. Now, we can argue about the plot and stuff like that, and that's fair. I think that's a fair argument about what's his face's acting. He's just a hillbilly. But to be fair, he's a blank slate character. You're not really supposed to care about him, in my opinion. But you are supposed to care about Han. You are supposed to be shocked when he dies. You're supposed to be interested in the battles, the street racing, the cinematography is beautiful. I think the music is perfectly placed and is iconic. 6 Days is an iconic song for the Fast and Furious franchise. And who hasn't heard the words "My Life Be Like"? Ooh,
I haven't.
That song.
I haven't.
Times like these now make you sad. Lord, please give me that. My life be like.
When someone says Fast and the Furious music, like that's what you think of. It's like, okay, Tabelo, it's like me saying the Ride of the Rohirrim. There's already music in your head. Do you know what I mean?
No ways.
How
I think
dare you?
Fast and Furious now, when people mention Fast and the Furious, they think when I see you again. It's been a long time.
That came on.
No, but I'm saying I'll give them that twing 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 Tokyo. Yeah.
I think it's 100% Jesus Skull. It is not a canon movie. It is a side thing. One, two, and 4 are the trilogy, and this is a side thing. I think it does the side thing really well. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
God.
Wow.
It's my
Wow.
it's my legitimate.
Wow.
I've watched it 50 times, and I can watch it another 50 times and never get bored. So yeah, that's me. Anyway,
Even with that boy name where he talked like this the entire movie, man. That boy, man.
again, I'm
No,
watching.
let the professionals do it.
He's a blank slate. Anyway, next movie.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, if you could
I did not
leave it on
expect
one.
I did not expect the cinephile to be the nicest one to that movie. That's a plot twist. And top 10 anime
But
top 10 anime plot
but
twist.
here's the thing. Rob is not looking at it from a plot perspective. He's looking at it from the overall, right, Rob? The music and
image. It's
some of the
This is I would say this is some of Justin Lin's best work, like in general.
I mean, this is what made him direct like 4, 5, 6, 7. So he directed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. I feel like he showed his like
if you guys allow me to, I think if you guys allow me to, I think the best way we could put this in encapsulating Rob's cinephileness and all of this, the fact that we are also talking to an animator and guys who love animations and all of that, we can wrap it up as the manga version of a long-standing comic book. I mean, you have Spider-Man, and then you have Spider-Man, which is Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Yes, Spider-Man. Yes, exactly.
The emissary from hell.
You have the entire America. You have DC Comics, which is
with the giant mecha, bro.
No. Okay, yes. All of that. You have DC, or we can. I don't know where we're gonna put Fast and Furious in which one, but it's DC Marvel, and then Tokyo Drift 2 is it's manga. It's manga for it's a feast for your eyes. So I think we can put it in that category if we're doing a linear line in the future.
That's compelling.
Actually, that's good.
Yep.